Welcome back to 11 News. The time now 4:45. We're checking in on Annapolis this morning. Hey, check it out. Some of those boats with holiday lights are back up, so people are still celebrating the holidays. I personally took mine down just because I didn't want them to get snow covered, but I was bummed about it. And you can see the parking lot there at the city dock completely covered in snow. Let's get to the good stuff right away. How much snow we're expecting. I will say the storm system is really behaving, which is good news because we are prepared. We know what to expect. And it seems like most of the area is going to get 4 to 8 inches of snow. And that's significant enough to really cause a lot of problems on the roads. We know all the schools are closed as well. Even more could fall just south of Baltimore. So a place like Annapolis might get 10 inches of snow. So we're going to watch closely just how heavy it gets to our south. This should all end through midnight, but actually a lot of it is going to come before noon today, and we're going to be stuck below freezing all day long, 29 degrees, and that means any road that's not salted and not plowed is going to be very slick. The wind, though, is light out of the northeast, 5 to 10 miles per hour, which is good news because it means we don't have as much blowing and drifting. The visibility is better than if the winds were stronger, and we don't have to factor in much of a wind chill yet. That will be the case, though, tonight when the winds pick up and it feels a lot colder. You can see the radar right now with snow all across the state, but the darker shades of purple represent where the snow is getting heavier off to the south. It's really heavy right now in parts of Virginia, but then it switches over to more of a mix of sleet and maybe even some freezing rain down towards Richmond. So this event is playing out differently than a lot of ours typically do, where a lot of times we have the heavier snow north. A lot of times we have a mix right around Baltimore. Not the case. This is mainly all snow here for the Baltimore area. Any of the mixing should occur to our south, but that also means some of the heaviest snow bands will be just near that mix in Virginia and southern Maryland today. But I want to zoom into portions of 70 right now where a heavy band of snow just came through. It's not as heavy at the moment, but you can still see the darker shades of purple on the map. So just a bit ago, there was a snowfall rate of about 1 inch per hour. And when it gets that heavy, you know it can overtake even the roads that have already been plowed. So just expect that portion of 70 to really run slow until the crews can get back out. We also saw a few heavy bands over this section of 95 around Elk Ridge and also portions of 295. So the roads are definitely worse south of Baltimore, as we'll see coming up in Sean's traffic report. So again, the heavier shades of purple represent where it's snowing heavier. So it's going to get worse the farther south you go, but it's still snowing all the way up towards the Maryland and Delaware lines. So everywhere you go, you're going to be running into this snow. This area of low pressure is traveling east, and it's going to move off the coast by tonight. And the fact that it's mainly staying south of us means we're not getting the heaviest snow, but we're also not getting the mix. So that keeps things pretty consistent for today. Let's look at the future cast as we're starting out with temperatures in the 20s, and the snow will be fairly steady all the way through the morning hours. And that's why we're going to get the bulk of our accumulation. It's really coming down through 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. So expect roads to keep getting worse even as some crews try to tackle them. I really wouldn't expect any improvement until we get past about noon, when the steady snow starts to break up and there could be a lull in the snow throughout the early afternoon. Of course, you can't promise good roads when you're going to get this much snow, but if there's going to be a time that's a little bit better, it would be in the early afternoon when the crews can tackle the roads when it's not coming down as heavy. And then we'll see the second round come in later this evening, as there's still some additional snow accumulation through the evening, but at that point a lot of it is south of Baltimore. So that's why places like Annapolis, Easton, and Cambridge could end up with heavier snow, because it's going to be a second round that comes in this evening. Light to moderate snow showers elsewhere throughout the rest of the evening, and that should taper off through midnight. Notice we stay below freezing the entire day in the 20s, and then it gets even colder tonight with lows in the teens. The wind picks up, so it's going to feel like the single digits tonight. That's going to be the second story we talk about, the fact that it's just going to be really cold for the next couple of days. So our forecast today, alert weather with the snow expected 4 to 8 inches for most, though areas south of Baltimore could see maybe up to 10 or more inches of snow. Then we're in the 20s tonight. The snow should taper through midnight, but I suspect a lot of side roads and sidewalks still going to be pretty icy tomorrow morning until we get the sun kind of breaking out. That can help things out. It's just cold and windy through the middle of the week, and I even have to watch for a chance for another batch of snow on Saturday, but way too soon to talk about what kind of impact that will bring. Let's focus.